Hey guys, how are you? This is JC Diaz.
And this is Amy.
How are you, Ami? How's everything going?
I'm good. How are you
All
today?
great, all great. Welcome back
Good.
to our podcast. Welcome back. So we have two things we want to talk to you guys about today. The first one is the game two of the NBA Finals between the Knicks and the Spurs, and the second one is our main topic of
It's
today's
for
video,
today.
which is, are all foreigners rich? Expectations versus reality of Filipinos or Filipinas who marry foreigners.
Yes.
What happens once you marry a foreigner and it's time for you to come and live with them, to their country?
Yeah.
What are your expectations versus sometimes what happens in reality when you arrive there? But this is two exciting subjects we have for you guys today. But we have to do the introduction of the show, and we'll be right back after the introduction. So we'll be right back, guys. Hey, welcome back, guys. Welcome to our podcast. So let's get started. I want to say thank you to our subscribers and keep supporting us, and we will keep bringing great content for you guys. I don't want to waste time. Let's get right to it. So we want to give a big shout out to the New York Knicks. They
They
won.
won the second game.
They won the second game of the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
It was a really close game.
It was a tough game.
Yes, they literally, the San Antonio Spurs were losing by 14
14.
in the fourth quarter,
Wow.
and they came back. And with the last second, Victor Wembanyama took the last second shot and they missed. And the New York Knicks came out victorious. So now they're up 2-0. And literally, I believe the series is over because
Why?
I believe New York is going to win. I think New York is going to win the next two games in New York. They're playing in New York at home.
A lot of crowd, a lot of people
A
there.
big crowd.
I saw videos of New York fans. They are so loud and they're proud.
They're
They're
super excited.
proud. Yes.
The last title they won has been 27 years.
What?
The
27
last-
years?
Yeah. So everybody is like super excited, super happy that the team is back in the finals,
Yeah.
And I don't know. I have if
We
I
don't know yet.
yes, I'm supporting New York.
Yeah.
So
I'm supporting both teams.
I want New York to win. But the thing is, the way I see it is, I don't think San Antonio has what it takes to
Be in
to
the
be to beat
The champion?
the New York Knicks. I don't think they have enough. I think they're too young.
Oh, they need more.
They don't have experience.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I don't see the Spurs beating New York. I don't see it, especially at their house.
Yeah.
That place is gonna be crazy. Let me tell you how crazy is New York because I'm from Massachusetts, and Massachusetts and New York, we've always had a rivalry
Rival, yeah.
when it comes to sports. Red Sox and Yankees hate each other. Celtics and New York Knicks hate each other, and the fans go crazy and they hate each other too. And if you thought that Massachusetts was crazy about the Boston Celtics, I'm telling you, the New York Knicks fans are crazier.
They are crazy.
If you are not from New York, if the Knicks win, right, the NBA Finals, and you are not from New York, you don't have family there, you don't have anything to do there, do not go to New York. I'm telling you right now because especially don't go there wearing a different jersey from another team because they will fight.
I saw a
that's how
video
it
of
is.
how mean the other fans of New York Knicks.
Yes, they will fight.
Yeah,
If you
that's
go there with another jersey,
Just don't go there with your team.
they will fight you. Yes. But I'm excited. I'm excited for the Knicks. I think that it's awesome. It's about time that they win a championship. Shout out to Carl Anthony Towns, the Dominicano, representing. Shout out to
Jordan Clarkson.
Filipinos.
Yeah.
Filipinos in the house, representing for both countries, baby. Shout out to the
Mabuhay
entire team.
Filipinas.
Yes.
Mabuhay.
Mambuhay, shout out to the entire team.
Yeah.
But in our case, because we are, Dominican and Filipino, we are proud about those guys specifically. But shout out to the entire team, And, I
For the
think
best.
I think the Knicks will win.
Yeah.
Who do you think is gonna win? Who do you
I
have?
think so because a lot of rookies in Spurs and
They're really
they're
young.
good, but not like New York Knicks. Anthony, he's been there for how many years there, and he's
Anthony Towns?
Yeah.
He's been in the NBA for 10 years now.
10 years.
Yeah, this is only Wembanyama's what, second year?
He looks young.
Third year Wembanyama's, right?
That's crazy. He looks 10.
So yeah. He's
They
well,
look
he
like
came in-
pioneer to me.
when he came to the NBA, Carl, I think he was 18 or 19
he was
years
so
old.
young.
He's young. Yeah, they're young. But yeah, shout out to the Knicks, man. Hey, I want to say to the Knicks fans, have fun. I hope your team wins. I'm support. Even though I'm from Massachusetts, I support the New York Knicks. But let's be safe. Let's not hurt each other or hurt some other people. We can have fun without having to be violent, because I've seen it in other cities when their team won and people destroy the city. There's no need to do that. Let's have fun, but then let's be safe at the same time.
True.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's go to our main topic that we have today.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this one. Yes. So the main topic we have is: are all foreigners rich? What is the perception that Filipinos? Let's be realistic. Filipinas, mostly women,
Mostly
because it's mostly men that go to the Philippines
Yeah.
looking for women. It's rare that you see a
Not
woman
looking
going
for
to the
women.
Philippines.
Some of them went to vacation.
They go on vacation, yeah.
But a lot of they seem like you. You're one of those guys who went to have a true love, finding a true love. So
Exactly. So, are all foreigners rich? What expectations versus reality of Filipinas who marry foreigners? What are your expectations versus what happens when you arrive in the U.S.?
not only the U.S.
Well,
Okay.
any country.
Yeah, any country. Yeah.
Yes, any country. In our case, we live in the U.S.,
Yeah.
but any country. And what happens once you marry a foreigner and actually move to their country? Do those expectations meet what does the reality match the expectations you had?
Yeah.
So, what do you think about that? Are all foreigners rich? Expectations versus reality of Filipinas who married foreigners.
So it
do
came
you
from my experience, I would say, from you. It's just that when we were in the Philippines, our boyfriend, which is my husband now, he was keep sending me money, and the money there was big for us. It's big, and then that's why I would say like we are kind of not super rich there, but we're more elevated. Our lifestyle, we can buy most of the things that we wanted to buy when you were sending me money in the Philippines there. And now that I can compare that I'm here and I know the reality that, my husband is working, he's a foreigner, well, we all know. We know that we're just regular, but but in the high class.
Yes.
You know what I
We're
mean?
middle upper class.
Yes,
Yeah.
because it's the same like in the Philippines when we were there, like when you were sending me money. I'm not working there because I'm depending on his allowance that he sent me every twice a month, and and it's enough for the family, enough for us. So it sounded like we're kind of rich there.
So so once you start dating somebody from outside of the Philippines, and that person decides to send you an allowance, right?
Yeah.
And say, I'm gonna send you this much every month. So that actually changes your lifestyle. Does it
Kinda,
change
yes.
depending on how much they send?
Depending how they, yes, they send like you said. Depends on how much you send your
Your
spouse or
fiance or
your girlfriend there.
yeah,
It depends, but mostly, most of them they have a better life when they have, because they stop working. They depend on their partner's allowances that
yeah,
they gave, and actually it's enough for the family and for the way before when I was there, it was really enough for me and the family. Like I'm not gonna work, and at the same time, I stopped working because you know what the reason? I stopped working
I
because
think it's because we we agreed that if you went to work and I went there, like the first time I was gonna go for 2 weeks, and if you were working, we were not gonna spend a lot of time
yes,
together.
because
So I told you,
it's
just
really
don't work.
it's really hard to work and then if you go
Yeah,
there and then ask for leave, vacation leave, and then mostly they give you 1 week, and
exactly.
that's not really good. It will not 2 weeks is not 2 weeks or is not
It's
really
not enough. Like
yeah
you literally lose 2 days traveling to the
travel. Yeah,
Philippines. So
you have the jet lag. You have
yeah. So
it's a
we
lot.
agreed. I said, you know what, just don't work, because if you're working when I come to see you, you're not gonna be there. We're not gonna have time, and I only have 2 weeks.
True.
So we decided to do that.
Yeah.
How about the family? How does the dynamic changes? Like, what does your family say? Not your family specific, but what do you
Most
think
of
a
the
family? How do they see you? Do they look at you differently once you start receiving money
some
from
of them
somebody?
yes. Some of them they think that you're already rich. Your life is improving financially, and they think that you can afford this because you have this has partner, your boyfriend, your fiance, like something like that, and then they think that I mean they can see it the way like people will say, oh, you have a foreigner partner or boyfriend, oh you're already rich enough, because we always think that a foreigner, we call it afam, like afam short for foreigner, means that when you're going to the country, it means you're already like if you're outside the country, it means you're already rich. But so I have this one of my friends. So I'm gonna talk about. We'll talk about this. She told me that the same like our topic today is what is that again? Foreigners are rich.
Are foreigners? Do you consider all foreigners rich?
Yes.
Once you meet a
So
foreigner.
she's from the Philippines, and she talked about like before when she was in the Philippines, her husband now, so they're married. Before she told me, she was spoiled because he keeps sending money. It seemed like most of the us Filipinas who received money from allowances from our boyfriends before or husband, and she told me that she thought that she's gonna be like that here in the U.S. And the husband told her too, like promised her, like, oh, you're gonna be queen. They seem like you're in the Philippines. You're gonna be queen. When you
Wait, wait,
arrive
wait,
here.
wait. He told her she was gonna be a
Yeah,
queen.
yes, like
Well, she's gonna be his queen because he loves her and he married
yeah,
her.
that's
Right?
what like not. It means that you're gonna live a better life. That's it. That's
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
he meant to say, and she expected that because when she was in the Philippines, she was spoiled financially from her boyfriend before because they were boyfriend.
Yeah.
And now when she arrived here in the U.S., she's kind of frustrated. Like she's kind of sad, disappointed.
Is she not living a better life?
Because right now she's working. Before she didn't work.
So was her expectation that she was not going to work?
Yes, that was her
Oh, that's a different
expectation.
story then.
Yes, so that's why she thought all foreigners are rich. So for me, is that it depends on who you marry.
Yes.
If you marry a guy who's working this, expect that he's not. I mean, he's sending money to you.
Yeah.
Well, yes, it's good because the value of dollar there is really big. But when it comes here, you need to know like what is his job here. Is he a businessman? Is he this? Like you gotta know. It's just not like I don't like this. Like oh I thought that my husband is this. So you marry a person because of his status or because
Yeah.
he thought
And,
he has the money.
and I think that that's that's when you first meet someone, you need to be truthful with that person. You need to tell them the truth. When I met you, I told you I'm not rich. I have a good job. I have a good salary.
Yeah.
But together, if we work hard, remember that? I told you that if we work hard, together we can accomplish anything we
Yeah.
want. Our lives will be easy.
Yeah.
But I never lied to you. I never told you I'm rich. I never told you that. So that's why I think that when you meet someone, you have to be honest with that person. You know, don't go there promising the entire world when you know that you cannot give that person the entire world. Just be honest. And if she's a person that she actually loves you and she is interested in you, she's still gonna accept you no matter what.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because regardless, once you come to the US, your life improves. That person is giving
Yes.
you a chance to work for a better life, to live a better life. They are giving you a chance. Now, don't go there lying because that, I'm not saying lying, but like just exaggerating. If you're making $40,000-$50,000 a year, don't go there and tell her, I'm making 200,000 or 100,000, because remember, she's not an idiot. Right? Once she arrives to the U.S. and she lives the condition that she sees the conditions you're living in, she's gonna start asking questions. I mean, people are not stupid. So don't go there, exaggerating.
But there are some people who are naive.
Yeah.
Especially for me as a Filipina. If you're looking for a guy for money, you gotta know that person. Now you end up blaming yourself because I thought this guy is rich because he's in the me big money. Now that I'm here, it's not now. It's still working. I thought I'm gonna be this like that person. Some of them they told them my work is this. My work is this. Love, it doesn't matter if you're in the Philippines and your work is example, if you work in construction work or if you work in this, we still think you're rich because you're from America.
Yeah.
And we thought America's
And the exchange of the dollar.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
And then when that person arrived here, like as a Filipina, if you want to marry me, before I say yes to you, it's just I want to make sure my guy he has a decent job. And for me, I have a standard. That's why I'm not gonna marry this because I took a degree too. I want my man also that. I want both of us are the same.
Exactly.
It should be smart. I know I'm not super smart, but I think I am.
You are smart.
Kinda.
You are smart.
But I want my husband is smart too. Like he has a decent job. I'm before like I want to marry the one that I love, but at the same time, like he's on like I have these standards. Like he's on my list.
Everybody has
That's
their own
what
standards.
I mean.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
people end up there are Filipinas like as long as you're foreigner, I'm gonna marry you because we thought you're rich. But that's not what it is. Because when you arrived here, not in their country, it's just your expectation will ruin. Because some of us see like some Filipinas, they blame themselves like, oh my god, I thought that I'm marrying a rich guy. Now I'm still working. Now I'm like this. Well, it's just that it's nice. Well, what's the point of being marrying each other when that guy is struggling? You don't want to help that person. So it means like that's why you're husband and wife. You need to help each other.
Yeah, that comes to my next question. So, what percentage do you think and this doesn't have to be an accurate question, right? Because I don't really know the answer to this, but you think there's a big percentage? Do Filipinas marry more for money, or they actually fall in love? What is a Filipina looking for?
For us, we're looking for me. I'm looking for a guy that I love and who will love me back. We're the same, but I want this guy who's this. Like if I'm gonna fall in love with this guy forever, I want this is my guy. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm in love with you, but in the end we'll end up, breaking up because you have this. You're drunkaholic. You don't have goals. Like I love you, but in the end, I fall out of love because you don't have those values that I don't like, and it's useless. It's like I love him. It's just that he is this, is this. It's still negative. You don't have any choice. Just you'll say it because you don't have any options anymore. You know what I mean? Like it's like, oh, I love him, but he is this, and I don't like that. I love you because I love the way you are.
Yeah.
That's why like some of them like they say that we're marrying for money. It's not like that. We're marrying for the one we love, but it's just some of the Filipinas are naive. They're kind of they don't know. As long as we're saying I love you in this, that's it. But it's not about I love you. That's why foreigners when they go, like I wanna say advice to Filipinas, like when your boyfriend will go to Philippines, know them first. Because
Yes, you need to get to know that person.
yes, because
Absolutely.
I know you will go with him and you move to his country. Most of us, because I'm here in the U.S.,
Yeah.
is that know that person is what he's red flags, or if doesn't have any red flags. If it doesn't, then you should go for it.
If if you get to know this person and the person is honest, because I would rather you be honest with me and tell me, hey, I'm not super rich. I'm not here because to offer you the moon, but I think if we work together, me and you, we can
Yeah.
we can do whatever we need to get done and be comfortable and live a really good life,
Yeah.
And if you decide to accept it, it's fine. If you don't decide to accept it, boy, it is what it is, The world keeps going, the world
True.
keeps turning. How about society? What about the neighbors? What about, people on the street when what happens like once you start dating a foreigner and they start sending you money, now you are able to afford to go to a nice restaurant,
Yeah.
before you probably went there but not many times, but now you can go anytime.
Yeah.
So what do people say? Do people say, oh, now, oh, you come every day, you're doing good, you're dating somebody? What do they say? What do people say? What do people tell you? Do they say anything or they just stay quiet?
I have this experience, when I had the interview, the U.S. Embassy interview. Oh no, the medical, it's included. As I was looking for a taxi, and because I didn't install the like kind of Uber stuff in the app. Those things is really it's cheaper. It's an app,
Yeah.
but when you didn't like you only like looking for taxi outside the airport.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I forgot. So, and then there's this guy, oh, where are you heading? And then I was like, oh, I'm going to Hilton Hotel. And Hilton Hotel is an expensive hotel. It's real beautiful hotel. It's real beautiful. It's like luxury. And I went there,
It's
like
a big
there's
expensive
a
hotel.
lot
yeah.
of guards there. Like they opened the door of the car, and then it's like, oh my god. So that's why the guy said, oh, where are you going? Because he's like, oh, because he gave me a taxi. He was like, we call it dispatcher. We call it dispatcher. You know, one who
Yeah,
go,
the
oh, this is
dispatcher.
your
Yeah.
yeah. It's like, oh, where you go? Where are you heading? I'm like, I'm going to Hilton Hotel. And it's like, oh, so you're meeting someone there, a foreigner? He was like that. So it was kind of mean for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's kind of mean because when he said that, like, it looks like we cannot afford it. And I think most of Filipinas will always go to that hotel, like the moment they arrive there is
Yeah.
they're meeting with the foreigner.
Is that a nice hotel? Is that a big place?
Hilton Hotel is beautiful. We should go there.
We
next
should go
year.
there. Yeah.
Next,
When we go to the Philippines.
And then that's just like I was like, what the heck?
What
And I
about
told,
people?
and I
Do they
told,
ask you for money? Do people ask you for money?
of course they asked me. I like
To borrow
it was
money?
no that hotel that time. It's like
Oh,
I'll only have like 3 or 5 minutes, or I think 7 minutes, again, but
yeah.
not like more than 30 minutes. And they asked for 900 pesos, almost 1,000.
For what? For a taxi?
Taxi.
Jeez.
That's crazy. I was
How
like,
far was it from the airport?
not that far. It's really near.
900 pesos?
Yeah.
What's the typical taxi? Like, what how much
Because
more
I used
expensive?
the Uber the next day.
Yeah.
It was 200 only.
So they charge you 700 pesos
700.
more? That's crazy. That's,
That's
crazy.
greedy.
That's crazy.
But
So,
yeah, when you what are you about to say? You were about to say.
no, I was just gonna say, like, what do people like if people ask you for money and stuff like that?
Oh, some of them they will borrow money.
Like, yeah, if they do they ask you to borrow
Yes,
money?
some of them they will borrow money because they think that you have
You're rich now.
You're
You
rich,
have this guy
yeah.
sending you money. You know.
especially now that you're here in the U.S. People, oh, you're working, you have a money. Just those, you can pick or get those money everywhere because
On
you're
the
an
street.
American. Yeah, because you're living now here.
Hey
in the
guys,
US.
money, money. We don't pick up the money on the street here.
And
We
that's
gotta
what
go to
they
work.
think. Like you don't know when you're working, you have this like payment for this.
Yes.
And US is not that cheap. It's freaking
Exactly. We
expensive.
still have bills to pay here.
Yeah, and like
It's not that cheap.
that's why I'm like some of them they will ask money. Sometimes we will say like, as for now we don't have the money. We have the money actually, but we don't have the money we don't what do you call it, reserve, or we don't save money for
Yeah.
you to borrow it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's just we have the money, but only for this.
You have money for everyday
Yes,
needs, you know, for
yes.
stuff that you need every
Yes,
day.
the payments, bills, whatever.
What about what happens once you marry that person and you know he went and got you the visa and all that, you come to the US and your expectations versus when you move in with them. Do you think, because I know this is not your specific situation, but I'm wondering what is the percentage that you know a Filipina meets a foreigner, she thinks that this person is super rich or rich over there, and they arrive to the US and it's not what they thought it was going to be. I wonder what the percentage of that is. I don't know. What do you think is the percentage? Probably 20%.
20%.
Probably.
I don't know. But with the social media right now,
Mm-hmm.
it helps because now it's like, oh, now all foreigners are rich. Not all foreigners are this, because people are doing vlogging and then they're showing that not all foreigners are rich.
So people
Now
talk
look at
about
here.
it more now.
Yes.
Before there was no social media,
There
so
are
you didn't
people who
know.
still not believe you're still rich, because we always say, people would say that because you're already here and living
Well,
in the
your
US.
lifestyle changes once
I
you
would
come
say
to the
yes,
US.
Yes.
Your lifestyle changes. Even if you're not rich,
Mm-hmm.
you are in a. Once you get to the US and you're able to get a job and stuff, you are in a higher level in the Philippines.
True.
And here you're in middle class.
Even here, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, your social status definitely changes.
Yes.
But there are people who have this expectation primarily because the husband or the wife, when they first started dating, they, like I was saying before, they exaggerated what they make, or you know, the lifestyle that they have. They exaggerated, they lie about it. A lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of people exaggerate. And once you arrive to the US, and it's not the same.
Yes. It's
So
not
that's a big awakening, you know.
Yes,
That-
the same like the example. Like it's just a vlogger. I saw her in her videos. Like her boyfriend is a foreigner. He thought that his girlfriend Filipina is poor in the Philippines. That's what they always think. No,
yeah.
it's kind of sad, but
There's a lot of rich people in the Philippines. People
he went-
people have this wrong.
yeah,
They have the wrong thing about the Philippines,
Because we're
thinking that
third world
everybody
country, love.
is poor.
Yeah.
I've seen videos in the Philippines of places that we couldn't afford to live in that.
Yes.
I've seen houses that we could not afford to live in there because there's a lot of money. There's a lot of rich people in the Philippines. I've seen
Yeah,
it.
so that's why when he went there, so he was shocked because his girlfriends have a mansion, they have a pool, they have own big land, and his expectation was he thought that
That she's super poor. Yeah.
So I was like,
See, you can judge a book by its cover. You don't
Yes.
know until you get there. You
yes,
know, not everybody's
because
poor.
that's what they think of as the third world
Mm-hmm,
country. But you don't know. Some of them they own big land in the Philippines.
Yeah. See, here's the thing in the U.S. that we do all the time, and I think is wrong. We always the message that we get that the media tells us about other countries is that, oh my God, they only show you the worst part of that country. They never show you like the rich part where the rich people live, because every country has rich and poor people. In the US, there are rich and poor people too. There's some places here that you go and you'll be like, whoa, this is the US. You know what I mean? So, but the US always does that. Like they sing on their social
Not
media,
only U.S. There's some
every
the
country,
first world country.
but they usually show you
Yeah.
the worst part of those countries.
Yes.
Like when they talk about the Dominican Republic, they always say, if I tell somebody I'm going to Dominican for vacation, oh my God, are you sure? That's not a safe place. Well, I mean, the US is not the safest place in the world
Yes.
either. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying, that it gets exaggerated what the things that they talk about when they talk
Yeah.
about other countries. So the perception that we have is that every other country is poor. And
Yes.
it's not that way.
It's
It's
not
not that
true.
way. You know?
And people they think that, oh, if you travel there, especially Dominican or Philippines, they think that, are you gonna be safe there? You're a foreigner, you're rich.
Exactly.
Like that's not really. If you're rich, then it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Just make sure that that place is, you're surrounded with nice people.
Yeah,
With the
and
one
just watch out where you go. I mean, every
Yeah.
country has its bad places too.
Yes, saying that, oh, it's not safe there. Have you been there?
Exactly. Like you're judging something that you have no idea about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I think it's interesting. Sometimes, I watch a lot of videos about, foreigners and Filipinas that get married, and they go there, they exaggerate what they make, where they live. And once the Filipina arrives here, it turns out to a total disaster
Yes,
because
yes.
she's expecting up here
Yeah.
and the guy is right here, even though if he's a good guy. But that's what happens when you don't tell the truth. When you meet somebody, just tell the truth. It is what it is. Just tell the truth. Don't exaggerate. And if they don't agree, well, it is what it is. It sucks at the time because I'm sure you love that person or you like that person, but you got to be truthful. I think, anyways, you got to be truthful with people.
But for me, my advice to the Filipinos is that just marry someone that you love. It doesn't matter if he's this, if he's not rich or this. If you're looking for a guy who's to have that money, then look for that guy. Don't say that for I have no choice, but he loves me. Don't say that. Don't choose if you're hesitant for that person. Just choose what is. If you have a standard, and then if you have a standard, and at the same time, me, I have a standard now. So that's what I
Yeah.
mean. Like, if you have a standard, then go for it. Yes or no. Like, if that person doesn't my standard, then no. That's a no for me. Because I don't want you to end up blaming yourself. At the end, it was you the one who chose it.
Exactly. Nobody's putting a gun to your
Yes,
hand, to your face, and saying you have to pick me.
Yes.
Same thing goes for me. If you, and this is on my part, is for the foreigner who goes to the Philippines looking for love, looking for a wife. Just don't exaggerate. Like if you don't feel that you are ready to, because you are gonna have to spend money. It's just the way it is. You're gonna have to spend money in order to get her papers, send her money so she can go to all the appointments that she has to go. If you're not prepared, then be honest with her and tell her, look, I'm not prepared right now. I'm working on getting my financial situation ready. I just want you to be, patient, and we can work this, this out. Don't go there lying about your situation. You got to be honest with yourself and with the person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I promise you, your situation, your relationship will be in a better place. You don't want to start a relationship in a lie. You don't want to start a relationship in a lie, because it's just going to spiral out of control from there. It's just going to get worse,
Yeah.
Man, this is a good conversation. Good conversation. Do you have anything else you want to tell the, Filipinos, Filipinas, foreigners? Anything else?
But yeah, about the questions about our topic today is, are foreigners rich? They are, but at the same time they work. They're like Filipinos who work in the Philippines.
Exactly.
We're middle class. We're workers. Even though if you're a businessman or whatever, all of us work here.
Everybody has to work, unless you are 65 and up and you're already in the retirement age. At that time, you're supposed to already have your financial, hopefully you already have your financial life secure and in a good position. But like, for example, me, I'm 47. I still got to work. I'm not ready for retirement yet. I wish I could just go right now to the Philippines, but that's not the case. We still have way more stuff to do. She has goals that she wants to accomplish, and we're still working on it. And that's life.
But also about this topic is, when it says money, sending in the Philippines your money from the Philippines will consider you rich. I considered before not super rich, but still living a good life.
Yeah. You go from not being able to.
We're good enough, but when
Yeah.
you were there, it changed. Because I stopped working there.
Yeah.
Because you were sending me money. I was like, I'm living a good life there when I met you, because I stopped working there. So I was kind of not super, but still I can afford. Like, even though I'm staying in the house, you know what I mean? And when here, it depends on your lifestyle here. If both of you spend a lot, of course you end up broke.
Yes.
But if you have if you're not, you don't spend a lot, both of you will still consider you rich.
Yeah. In the U.S., if you know how to manage your money, you don't go crazy spending money. You have the chance to save. Still, you still have a chance to save money. There's still a lot of opportunities in this country. Hopefully, things will get better.
Amen.
But there's always this is why this is one of the greatest countries out there. There's a lot of opportunities. You just got to be disciplined with what you do with the money, because it's easy to fall in the trap of spending money here.
Sure.
It's really easy.
Yeah.
So cool. So we're good then.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think we're going to leave it right here. This has been a great conversation. We will be coming back with another video soon for you guys. We just ask that you give us the support that we need. Just hit like, share, and subscribe. There's a little bell. Once you subscribe, just hit all for all the notifications, so you know when we publish a video. You can go watch
it. A lot of topics.
Yes.
A lot of random topics.
Yes, and if you can, just comment below. If you have any topics that you guys want us to talk about, just comment it below, and we'll read your comments, and we'll talk about it. Nothing. This is JC Diaz.
This is Amy.
And we'll see you guys on the next video. See you later. Peace.